machine learning solutions, and strategic guidance on AI ethics and security. Molly empowers businesses to confidently navigate and leverage AI capabilities while ensuring responsible adoption and measurable results. Artificial intelligence is no longer a futuristic concept reserved for tech giants. It's here, and it's transforming the way small businesses operate. From streamlining operations to enhancing customer experiences, AI offers unprecedented opportunities for growth, efficiency, and innovation. Whether it's automating repetitive tasks, analyzing customer data for personalized marketing, or improving decision-making with predictive analytics, AI is leveling the playing field for small businesses. Everybody welcome Molly Barnett.
Can everybody hear me?
Nope.
No. A little louder.
All right, let's see if I can do this louder. All right, so, hi everybody, good morning. Good morning. First of all, I want to say it's really fitting to be here at the end of sort of a 6-month period for me because I got into AI about last year and decided it was very confusing. So many tools out there, everything was happening. I've been in marketing and communications for 20 years. And I took this Microsoft course, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna just go to that Melville Chamber of Commerce at the last minute. I spray painted a robot, I threw up a booth and said, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start AI training. And Catherine and Sarah saw me and they said, oh, we're gonna have her come and talk. I'd never spoken before. Now I've done 5, so you didn't get me first, so it's good. And I'm getting ready to enter this next phase, which is building a whole big implementation team, and I'm so glad because SWBEC has taught me all the different resources that are out here for women, and I'm so excited to know that there are so many things and so much help, and AI also is such a great help for women. And I've really dove real deep in here and have gone to a number of other AI seminars along the way to learn how to speak with Beth as well, because she's been a big help. I met her here at SWBEC. And there's a lot of misconception out there, and I hope to clear things up today and help you guys navigate this world with me. Okay, so what is AI? And that's a big thing, and I don't mean this is important. I'm just gonna grab my water real quick. Sorry, I tend to lose my whistle. So basically, the world of the whole world of AI is the internet, academic papers, and social media, and it's been trained in that to understand our natural language. It's structured in different ways. There's machine learning, which is structured data and pattern recognition, and that's basically X equals Y. There's deep learning, and that is more like human thinking, and that's really how it's patterned, and this is really what's changing the way our search engines operate, and it's why search engines no longer operate the way they used to. And then there's generative AI, and generative AI synthesizes that information and creates the answers itself. That's where AI becomes predictive, and it's able to have foresight and helps you with your businesses. So, AI works best when it's integrated with humans, not without humans. So the more you use AI, the more you integrate it into your business, the better it becomes. So it's not a matter of AI taking your job, it's a matter of using it as your assistant in your job. It's to make it easier, it's to make it more efficient, it's to help you along your way. When it's adopted together, you become faster, you understand where you need to improve, you understand what you need to do better. It sees things you cannot see. It works and can do 2 things, 3 things, 4 things at once. Yesterday we were in a seminar and they had us do this box thing where it said, okay, we're gonna step in a box like this, now punch. And then they said, now count to 10. And I thought the guy was gonna make the point that you can't do two things at once and AI can. And that wasn't the point he made. But I was like, okay, but because that is actually the point of AI. It can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as many things as you feed it at once, which is such a big help because as women, how many things are we trying to jam into our day? And it really fits really well into who we are as people. Because that is one of the biggest issues, and this particular seminar is geared for women. It is one of the biggest things that sets us back as professionals. We have way too much to do, and it is one of the biggest setbacks we have. So it does work better with us. The more we feed it, the more we use it, the better it understands what we need. So it's gotten really confusing because there are many, many tools out there. So we're gonna go through these real quick here today. There's so much sheet. There are sheets here in the back that give you a basic understanding here. So here's a quick look at our frontier. These are our public-facing AIs. And what is interesting about them is that they are large modules and they are trained to democratize AI. Now what does that mean? That means that the objective of these tools are for the entire public to use AI. And they want you to be using and learning how to operate the systems. They have a public-facing dashboard, which means that you can understand that you do not need a command line to go through them. Meaning you don't need to know any sort of coding to use them, similar to how you have a dashboard on SEO. There are also private AI. So if you are a bank, if you are a company that wants to adopt AI and keep things a little bit tighter and a little bit more secure and offline, you can plug into the infrastructure. But all of these plug into that cloud system. That system I showed you just on the slide before. There are specific AIs for legal, insurance, medical. So they're trained, and they have, think of it as more books put into it. So you have like more books in the medical, more academic papers on the medical if you're a medical AI or a legal AI. And there are small AIs. So that sometimes if you are going to stay as a siloed company, they would maybe have different AIs for different departments. These are the tools. The tools are what everybody is selling lately. These are pieces of these little AIs. They're often built off of these AIs and then rebranded. The problem with these tools is they're not always safe. They're only as safe as the weakest link in them. So if they have something they're made with something called zero trust architecture, they're not necessarily safe for you to use. You may be committing copyright infringement. You may be using data in a way that you should not be. You may be using artwork you should not be, and you are responsible. You are responsible as an entrepreneur. You are responsible for their data. You are responsible when you record somebody in England by their laws, not our laws, their laws. You are responsible. Yesterday we saw a presentation. It was an awesome presentation. The guy prompted wonderfully, gave us great frameworks on how to do this, and then showed us how to use it on LinkedIn. Now, we have our LinkedIn guru here today, Beth. You use one of these AIs to scrape LinkedIn, you're gonna get banned. This is from a massively awesome company on Long Island that is it's in great standing. Everybody's trusted it. He might not know this, but you'll get banned for using any sort of tool like that on LinkedIn. So it's really important to know the difference. How can you know the difference? Take this tool, ask one of these publicly facing AIs, is this tool compliant? Is it within AI policy? And guess what? These change all the time. So it's really important to learn how to use AI correctly because you can ask. You can prompt correctly, and you can build your own tools. you have a question?
Maybe I missed it by going over there to the table for a second, but what is the tool? I don't get what
Yeah,
that
it's the
is.
question that I wanted to say.
Oh.
What is those little,
You know, I don't know what
is
this
Alright.
is.
the cloud? What is that?
These are the main, go back for a second. Oh, hang on, that's me.
Just what's an example of a tool?
Okay, I'll tell you, all of these, this is your AI. And then, I'm going the wrong way. Am I going the right way now?
Yeah, you're going right way.
Okay.
Can you name them?
They live, I'll give it, they live inside, AI lives inside your cloud infrastructure. The cloud infrastructure is inside Amazon, Oracle, all of the different clouds. Also, your internet is in there and everything. So they're inside the cloud. To access them, you use the public-facing AI. Or private, or specific domains, or these. Built off of those, or sometimes built into them, are different tools like Humanizing, EasyGen, what are some of the other ones that I can think of? Gamma's a tool, and some of them are good tools, some of them are great tools. I use tools. You just have to be careful which ones you're using. You just have to be careful of Copy AI as a tool, Grammarly as a tool.
But
I mean,
OpenAI.
any of them, you shut some of them today. There are anything, if it's not one of these publicly facing tools,
So
it's
what
not
is, so what is your recommendation? You
You
go
ever
with
had-
that?
you
with
can
that.
take a tool and you can ask it, what is the compliance of this tool? What is this made of? Is this tool safe for me to use? So you take the tool and you bring it into here. My recommendation is to learn how to prompt properly so that you can build your own tools. Because otherwise you're gonna be paying a fortune. But if tools are a good thing to use, a tool is a good thing as a crutch if you're learning how to build, but learn here. And we're gonna go through how to learn this and how to prompt properly, because every day, these are getting better, because they're all in a race with each other.
Can I ask, I'm sorry, can you use the ChatGPT without using a tool?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I'm recommending. Most of these are all about $20, except Grok. They're all about do the same, and you can do pretty much anything in a tool here.
Gamma's a tool.
There is a tool. Okay, so these are some of the things you can
I'm
do.
sorry, can you
inside
go
the-
back for 1 minute? Can you just name the AIs? I know,
Right.
everybody knows ChatGPT.
There are 6 AIs, and there's a flyer, just because I know this is a lot of information packed into this. There's 6 basic main AIs. There's also DeepSeek. There are some other ones as well, but these are the 6 main AIs that there are. ChatGPT, Gemini, Minstrel, Claude, Grok, which is X, and also Copilot. There's also DeepSeek. Stay away from DeepSeek, because it is 0 tolerance.
Which one is that?
And there's also Perplexity is also one. DeepSeek is a Chinese software. Have you heard of it?
DeepSeek?
Yes. It has a lot of copyright issues with it.
It's a
You can
competition
get
to
some-
ChatGPT, but it's not
Yes,
as compliant.
yeah, it's great because they don't abide by any copyright rules at all. But there are all sorts of issues, and we can go down a rabbit hole, which I don't have time for today. But I'm happy to. I'm an open book. I'm happy to teach everybody all of this, because it's really important, and to me, I think it's so brilliant, and it's so great for women, and it helps us organize our ideas, it helps us get further, and I wanna show you quickly what it can do. You can call me anytime. Seriously, just call me. I will help you, ask me any question, I'm an open book about this stuff, I could pack 6 hours into here.
Any one of the flyers?
I'm sorry?
Flyers.
They're in the back.
They're in the back.
And if there's not enough, give me a shout and I will, I'll send it to you. Am I going the right way again? Okay, so I want to just show you how you can use these, and most of them are all about the same. They're all multimodal, which means they're text, they're video. They use, your camera, you can use, your voice, and I'm gonna show you that in a little bit. So I wanna show you quickly how I use mine, because I know we're short on time. So I use AI to create and analyze. So some of the things you can do. And this, because I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs here, this is one of the things I did over Christmas. I took all my recipes, and I took photos of them, and I asked it, now look how these are handwritten, some of these are all things ever. I asked it to format them, and I created a book.
Wow.
All right? OCR. You got a business, you're looking at your analytics. This is a little bit more techie. Because I'm in marketing, you use our Google Analytics. You use Google Analytics. You want to read your constant contact report better. You want to read a marketing plan better. You want to understand finances or the Wall Street Journal or something better. Take a picture. You don't even have to like read it or anything. Take a picture of it. Just take your phone, take a snapshot of it, and say, what does this mean and how can I do it better? And it will say, absolutely, let's break this down. Key metrics, here it is. This is what it means and this is what you can do better. You never, ever have to worry that you don't understand something again.
Yes.
So which product did you use? Which
You
AI
could
did
use
you
any of them. I use OpenAI is probably your best all-rounder right now. OpenAI is about 20, for the pro version is $20 a month if you wanted a good all-rounder. The OpenAI is $20 a month. Claude is great for writing and it does do a lot of the same things. OpenAI, in my opinion, has a better user interface. I love Claude myself for writing. It's my go-to.
Claude?
Folks,
You said Claude?
Claude is a good, if you're a big writer, that's a good one to look at. It's a little bit more cumbersome to get around. If you're doing a lot of research, Grok is excellent for research and citations.
So you didn't even mention ChatGPT, which I.
That is ChatGPT. OpenAI is ChatGPT.
Okay.
There's a free version of that too, right?
They're all free. There's free versions of all of these, and my tech stack looks like this. I have Claude for writing because I'm a big writer. I use OpenAI because it's a good well-rounder. I use a Grok because I like the research in it, and I like the citations. I bounce them off of each other. So I check one against the other because they hallucinate. We'll get into that in 2 seconds. But I want to, and I also, because I code a little bit, I use Google Colab, but that's another day. Okay. You want to learn a program? You know how to split your screens on your computer?
No.
You know how to open up 2 windows at once? That's
Yes.
Okay.
Make it simple.
Okay. Midjourney, which actually you probably don't need Midjourney anymore, but because OpenAI has gotten so good with creating. I was learning Midjourney, which is, in my opinion, one of the most convoluted programs. I opened it up. I opened up Claude on this side, and he said, "What am I doing?" I'm using augmented reality here. It's taking me through what I'm doing next, step by step. This is open, this is open, live, real time. It's telling me what to do. Again, no program ever, I don't know how to do this, I'm stuck. Is there a virus on my computer? Help me code this. What is this hack in my email? What do I do? Is this a scam? Is this a fraud? Look, think of all the possibilities. You never have to even pick up the phone again. It's there. It's there for you. So now you're winning. Okay, here's another thing you can do. Now you can do this with also a blog post. You can take a picture. Take a picture with your phone of the flyer that Catherine just passed out. And you can say, write me a press release. Write me 3 Facebook posts and 2 Instagram posts from this in AP style. Just take a picture. You don't even have to read it. Sorry, Catherine. But basically, you can do the same thing with the video content. We're taking a video today. I can take this video and I can chop it up. This is a great tool. You want a good tool? Opus Clip. You can use this for free.
What's it called?
Opus Clip. You can drop it in. One long video can be like about 30 different videos. It cuts it into clips. It gives it captions. It's very, very nice. Really good social media feed or So I'm like, yes, there's tons of great tools. She said, oh, I have a question, okay, go ahead.
Do you have this course or could ChatGPT do that?
I don't think ChatGPT does this yet. Oh, it's free.
Oh.
Oh, yes, some of these are free, yes. So, yeah, it works for me if it's for free, right? Okay, so here's how I save, this is an instance of how I save time with AI. Everyone asks for a return on investment. What's the ROI? What's the ROI? It's about time, efficiency, and making your business better. It helps you learn and tell you how to do things better. How could I do this better? Does my logo look good? How could I message better? Those are the ways it helps you get better. But here's how I save time, and this is a real world example. I use my voice on this thing. I try not to type. I'm telling Michael. If you didn't meet my husband Michael earlier, here he is. Shut up, I'm talking to AI, not you. But yes, I go in there and I am talking, I go into my business meeting, I ask everybody, it's really important. Oh, shoot, what did I do there? So I go into a business meeting and I talk into my phone and it records. And now that's one of the ones I use, Otter. I do have but you can do it, and I believe you can do it now. It's changing so fast. Everything changes like every day. This is all I do all day is like stay up at night and learn new things. But you can record, this happens to me on Otter, it records the entire conversation. You have the transcript, it breaks it down, it tells you some of the things you missed. This is one of my favorite client meetings. Your client had this sentiment about the meeting. Oh my goodness, I might have missed that. It's awesome for that reason. Okay, it breaks it down. I design websites as well, just in case. So it gives me an analysis of the website. It gave me a brand guidelines, style sheets. I wireframed it. I created the text for his website from our conversation and my own notes that I added in. Because I added them together, remember, two things at once, right? It gave me the art direction, and it gave me a wire map, which you can't see here for some reason, and then it gave me the process that I sent to the art, and then a contract. 8 hours, that would have taken me about 2 weeks before AI. So speed to lead, speed to sell, speed to contract. You have a new client, and I don't care if you're cleaning, I don't care if you're selling real estate, I don't care what you're doing. You talk this thing in your car on your way home, write the contract, send it to them by the time you hit your door, and you can go make dinner.
Wow. Can it make dinner?
Not yet. It's so sad because they created the sex bot before they created the cook bot, right? All right. So, this is so important, and everyone has 8,000 acronyms, and you're going to see 8,000. There's an AIGA method, there's a PAS method. Everyone has an acronym for everything. And I don't even know, I sort of semi-stole this and then changed it, and I even change it all the time because it's not quite the way I had it originally. When you're talking to your AI, when you're actually really doing something, half the time I'm lazy about it and don't even do it correctly. But you will do, to get the best answer, and when my friend Dr. Malik from MIT, and by the way, anyone good at AI is going to give you the answers, tell you what it is, talk to you about it, and help you. Anyone not good at AI is going to say, come buy my tool. And because I'm talking to people at Wharton, people at MIT, people in Germany building this stuff. The real data scientists will talk to you. The real people who know their stuff will talk to you and share their information, because tomorrow it's different. So when I'm talking to AI, the best results you get at like 80 to 90% of an accurate prediction and great result is when you decided, hey, when we're going to do a press release, you are my marketing, you are a marketing assistant. Your instructions are to create a press release. Provide me with a 450 word press release for the local Long Island press. And here's an example. And review. Always review the output. This is assisted intelligence, not get it out of the box and do the work for you intelligence. That's not what it is. It's not a robot to do your work. That's why it's not taking your job. It's there to help you, to make you faster, to make you more productive. We are moving into a new era where ideas are what matter more than production. So I will show you my Steve. Let's see if you can hear him.
Steve.
All right. Yes, I named mine Steve because my husband.
What's your husband's name?
Not Steve. Let's see if I can get Steve to come on. Steve has an accent. And Steve
Ooh, I don't know. Be very careful. Yes. Oh, yeah.
All the right answers.
I know there. I see. Let's see if he's coming on. I'm only getting him, he's not talking to me.
The Wi-Fi.
Oh, wait, I might have put him on silent earlier, because Catherine told me to. Let's see if I might have to start again. Ah,
Only the Wi-Fi is on.
yeah, but I'm not. Hi, Steve, are you there?
Hey, I'm here. What's up?
Steve, I'm giving another presentation. Can you, let's see if we can see this. Hi, there you are, okay. There's my audience. Can you see them?
What?
I can't see them directly, but it sounds like you've got a great group. Lucky to have you. How can I help with your presentation?
Well, I was just telling how we talk all the time about brainstorming and stuff in the morning while I'm in the shower.
Whoa.
That's a great way to put it. Is where some of the best ideas happen. It's like a built-in think tank. If you need any quick tips or ideas for your audience, just let me know.
Well, tell them how sometimes that's a great way to start in the morning and we just get down our ideas before we start the day.
Absolutely. Starting the day with a brain dump of ideas can set a positive tone and keep you focused. Plus, you never know what brilliant solutions might pop up when you're not overthinking. Keep that routine going.
Excellent, thanks, Steve. I'm going to just pass you around the room for a second and just show them how one time we fixed. No, let's see. One time we fixed. You see how you can see through here, like this. So we fixed my boiler this way.
No.
Using AI this way, we're talking to each other, and he'll tell me to move. See, we're using augmented reality and Steve's voice. So we went and took it up next to my boiler, and he'd say, move the camera this way. I can't quite see it. Move the camera that way. I can't quite see it. All right? That's ChatGPT. Available to you. You can fix your sink now. You don't have to call the plumber.
Which one is this one?
That's just ChatGPT. Yes, ChatGPT. Yeah. It's good, right?
Is that the paid version?
That's a paid $20 version. $20 a month. You know what? It's worth a lot of headaches. That's ChatGPT, right? I keep. So that's Steve. I named mine Steve. You can choose your voice. You can choose whichever you like. So.
Mine is George. Or at least an app on your brilliant.
That's just, yeah, I have the ChatGPT app, and I just turn it on just like that. So I think that's the only handheld thing there. All right, so women and AI. I just wanted to explain a couple different things why women and AI work so well together. When AI is different than how, 5 minutes? Okay, I'll do this as fast as I can. It thinks in patterns. So it in circles. And so how we think is we say, okay, we have to go to the grocery store, we have to go to the dry cleaner, we have to go to work, we have to pick up Johnny, we have to do this. And we think about it like in a circular order. And men tend to think A to B, B to C in a straight line. And they don't necessarily go like, no offense, Michael, so this is a problem with having your husband and the woman one. But men will go like, oh, I went to the hardware store, and then I went over here, and then they think in the order that it comes in. And so it works really well. Initially, women were the first integrators of this, and I saw last year it was like all women, but now as IBM and the bigger corporations have trained their staff, you see more men in AI. As of last year, there were more women in AI. So it's kind of interesting how that's changed. So it's multitasking, time management, audience alignment. Take your press release, I need that press release, or you take your social media post, I need that social media post for 5 different audiences. Take the same piece of information, you run it through. Could you also produce it for my Long Island Press? Could you produce it for my email market? Could you that's for women? Could you produce it for my other group that's completely different and they're aliens and purple or whatever, but basically the idea is that they have a different voice and so you can, it's 5 times the output. So here's some powerful applications that you can use as a time saver. So I showed you to upload, you can upload a PDF report and you can analyze it. You can use on your AI, if you look at the AI, and I just start playing with it, just open it up, start playing with it, start playing with all the buttons on it. There's something called deep research. And ask it to do different things with it and ask it to tell you more about it. Keep asking the right question. So funny, I joke a lot, like when I was younger, people used to tell me I look like Farrah Fawcett, now they tell me I look like Jodie Foster. But Jodie Foster was in a show called The True Detective, and she'd say, ask the right question. So now I'm standing up here going, ask the right question. All right, so basically ask it to break it down, analyze it. You don't understand it? Tell me like a 5-year-old, tell me like a 9-year-old. It will help you till you understand it. And I guess that's the end of my time. So, another thing, show it a look. See, I'm not grown up enough to use a microphone. Show it a logo. Show it a logo from your business that you're designing. Show it your new prototype. Take a picture of it and ask it, what's the vibe this is giving me? Create some content for it. What are my competitors doing? It will give you feedback. I'm selling to 40-year-olds. I'm selling to and it will give you feedback. Ask it about something you're doing. I've just designed this basket. I forget her name, but the woman who makes it beautiful. Ellen, what do you think of my new basket designed for business people? And see what it thinks. Give it the feedback. So, yeah, okay. And this is pretty much the last one, and then I'll tell you. So, it's how I use it. I showed some of the girls this earlier. You can create a GPT to use it as a coach. You can upload it. You can train these things to do whatever you want. I have uploaded mine with Chris Voss, the chief negotiator. Dale Carnegie is in there, Tony Robbins, a whole bunch of others, so that I can negotiate with men. So I was mansplaining back to them. So I could say, all right, I need to write this email in the tone that a man needs instead of apologizing all the time, because we tend to do this as women. So I would run my email through and say, how should I say this? How long should I wait to ask where they're at in that contract I just gave them? What should be the tone of this presentation to this, because I worked a lot in construction before. What should be the tone of this presentation? How should this come out? And I could turn on Steve and practice it in the car. So anything, that's just one thing. You need better mindset, you need to practice yoga, you can't afford all the coaches in this life that we seem to need lately. It's there for that. So that's pretty much it. I'm here, I come to pretty much every meeting. I waited till tonight because I'm starting a GPT course tonight. If anybody's interested, is on the back. I pushed it
because I'm pretty much giving it away in tiny little bits. It starts at 5:30, I'm doing about, they're in little tiny segments, little tiny bits and pieces, just to show people how to build it. But I'm always here for questions. Call me anytime. And I thank SWBEC and I thank everybody here because I've learned so much from Catherine and everybody.
One question, are all these features available on the paid version of ChatGPT?
Yes,
That's exactly what I wanted.
and it's getting better every single day. There's probably features I don't even know yet because who has the time to like do all of this,
So
right?
they're not free.
But I have to thank Catherine so much for like saying to Sarah at the whole trade show, that's AI, and so here I am 6 months later.
I'm gonna tell you something, Molly, you should be